for America's big birthday, I can do it, semi-quincentennial. Did I do it, Risa? Yeah. Yes. All right, PBS is throwing a sparkling live event on July 4th in Colonial Williamsburg. I went there. You put the hat on and everything. So there's lots to learn and see to help us understand the American experience. With more, we spoke with CEO of the Colonial Williamsburg Foundation, Carly Fiorina. Take a look.
Carly, I am so excited to be talking to you. As the new CEO, I know this is a very exciting time for you, so let's jump right in. Let's talk about Colonial Williamsburg. Why do you think this is a place that every American should visit?
Because this is where it all started. America was made in Virginia. First colonists landed in Virginia, first enslaved, the first encounters with the indigenous, the first representative government. But the revolutionary city of Williamsburg, as represented by the Colonial Williamsburg Foundation, this was the crucible for the founding of this nation. The Capitol building, which still stands, is where famous figures like Patrick Henry, George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, James Madison, George Mason dissolved the House of Burgesses, walked down the Duke of Gloucester Street, which still stands, stopped by the Raleigh Tavern, which still stands, and began the march towards independence. And so we are so proud to be nationally broadcasting from this very place, a 2-hour celebration of our 250 years as a nation, a show in which Americans will be entertained and uplifted, but a show also in which Americans will be educated about who we are, where we come from, who are the Americans 250 years ago, of all colors and creeds, from every continent, free and enslaved, native and immigrant, rich and poor, who fought on behalf of a radical idea that we're all equal, and to forge a new nation.
Let's talk a little bit more about that live PBS event on the 4th of July. We're all so excited about that. What can viewers expect?
Well, first they can expect great fireworks, of course, right? You have to have fireworks on the 4th of July. We're going to have amazing fireworks as well as an amazing drone show. But what's different here is the fireworks and the drones will be over buildings that existed 250 years ago. The palace, the last palace of the last royal governor, which became the residence of the first Virginia governor, the Capitol that I mentioned, the taverns, the courthouse, all of these were here in the revolutionary city of Williamsburg. We will have amazing entertainment, whether it is our narrator, Richard Thomas, an iconic voice we all grew up with, or the incomparable Judy Collins, or Ryan Speedo Green, or Michael Feinstein. All of these amazing talents will be here lending their talents to our show. And we will also have education, because we'll be visited by Martha Washington and George Washington and Thomas Jefferson, and someone who perhaps isn't as famous but is equally important, James Lafayette, an enslaved man who spied on behalf of General Washington and brought back invaluable information about the movement of British troops. So what Americans can expect is, of course, fireworks and a party and a celebration. But I hope what they also will see is why we are a nation, how we came to be a nation, and to be inspired towards a season of civic renewal, because it is our role as citizens to carry the nation forward. Despite our divisions, we are one nation under God. We have responsibilities as citizens, and I hope that is what every American will take away from this.
Carly, before I let you go, I just have to ask you, what does it mean to you personally to be hosting such a big, huge birthday party for America?
You know, it is a great honor. I must say, it is a great privilege. I have been working on this with so many others for almost 4 years now. And what I have seen is that Americans want to come together around something that is unifying and inspiring. And the founding of our nation is an inspiring story. When we tell the whole story, not all parts of the story are easy to tell, and yet they must be understood. Because nostalgia isn't history. History is a complete story of our nation. And so it is a great privilege. It is a great honor. And I must say it has been joyful work, because I have seen Americans come together to create something worthy of our nation that every American will see themselves reflected in, and hopefully will reflect upon for many years in the future.
Thank you so much for taking the time to join us today, Carly. I know you're very busy. Happy 4th of July and congratulations.
Thank you so much. We know you'll be watching.
We will. Take care.
Watch American Made in Virginia, 250 Years Together, live on PBS, starting at 6 p.m. So check your local listings and the PBS app for more information.